was somebody, like if you had to pick one chapter in Scivive, just like one chapter where you're like, okay, this is the best one I can recommend to somebody, regardless of their situation. If you read this, you know, there's like a good chance you will get something out of it to use in your life to be better in some way. You have a favorite chapter too that you would recommend?
Yeah. You know, cause obviously everything's a work in progress, but for me, I would say it's just the time aspect, you know, like a lot of people, they look at Richard, you know, who's got success, or anyone who has success. And then they ask themselves like, you know, how is this person doing so much? Because, you know, at the end of the day, people all have the same amount of, you know, 24 hours, times 7, you know, 7 days a week. And so Richard has kind of talked about, you know, some of the things that he would do, whether it's, whether you're like on a task itself and then you end up getting distracted, like how to stay on task and stay focused for longer, and you know, limit the actual distractions, whether it be in your life or whether it be for that, you know, chunk of time. He had talked about I'm blanking on the actual term that's used, but pretty much Pomodoro technique,
Yeah,
kind of
Pomodoro
just doing
technique.
things in certain, you know,
Chunking.
segments or chunking. So that's kind of what I do, like on, you know, when I think of, okay, what do I want to get done for today? And, you know, lately it's been like the health has been on focus for that. So, okay, how much of my time today is going to be focused on the cardio that I need to do, and then also like the lifting. And so anyways, I would say it's definitely time, because, you know, a lot of people, I mean, you can easily start doing like the doom scrolling thing, or go on your phone, and all of a sudden you find yourself
Please make me
20,
happy.
15
Make
minutes.
me happy.
Yeah. Or just not doing what you had wanted to do because you're kind of procrastinating, and you're putting it off. So for me, it's always the time components that, or you mentioned like with the Sci-Fi, same thing. I think a lot of that's not necessarily before its time, but I feel like, you know, a lot of people know Richard for, say, you know, Hex or PulseChain or PulseX now, not necessarily for the self-help books that he's
Louis
written,
Vuitton.
but yeah, exactly, Louis Vuitton. But that doesn't mean that, you know, the content in the book itself, Scivive or Fix the World, is any worse. It just means that it hasn't, you know, been discovered yet for what it's capable of, I think.